I'm sorry, Doctor, but we'll need your help in the lab.
Greetings, people. I come in peace.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Oh, Timmy. What is it all about? We have to take into consideration Tim works for ESPN, who Fury is still, I believe, contracted to. Remember when Timmy was waxing lyrical after Tyson Fury knocked out Dillian Whyte?
I can say hypothetically.
Yes.
He is probably the best heavyweight.
In the hypothetical matchups,
Yes.
it's tough to think
Best
of a guy.
one.
But listen, his
the best
resume.
heavyweight of all time. Hypothetically. Hypothetically.
I can't go there.
Hypothetically. Who
Okay.
else can deal with him?
In hypothetical.
Yep, he really said that. You wasn't hearing things. Now, in light of that statement, if he can put Fury there in that position, then why can't Usyk be there? The Usyk who hasn't tried to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. The Usyk who is an Olympic gold medalist. The Usyk who has become undisputed champion in 2 weight categories. Has beaten the top guys to get there. Slayers, destroyers and terminators. No easy route. Who's done all of that on the road in their backyards. If you can give Fury such high praise for so little, then what's stopping you from giving Usyk his due? A bit discriminatory and inequitable, considering how bombastic, grandiose and rhapsodic he was about Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury can compete, I believe, in any era. In any era of the heavyweight division. And I say that because, one, his size. 6'9". We haven't seen a heavyweight that size before. Just as Mark alluded to. His skills. He can switch southpaw. He can orthodox. He can fight long. He can fight in the inside. He has punching power. He's smarter than everybody. He's better than everybody on the mic besides Muhammad Ali. I mean, you can go back and you look at these guys. Muhammad Ali was about 6'3"-ish. George Foreman's about 6'3.5". I mean, he's bigger than all these guys, and they have to deal with all of those elements I just mentioned.
Think about
Anybody.
Think about
I personally put Usyk as a modern great, no doubt, and I think he would be able to achieve a substantial amount in any era. Saying he's the greatest of all time would be excessive. I don't think anybody's saying that, and he hasn't said that. But he, in my eyes, with all his achievements, is made in the same mode as the legends of the past. He's pushing the envelope. He's going beyond what is considered normal in this generation of fighters. Modern boxers just don't take that course before cautious and discreet reconnaissance has been done, unless a path has been meticulously carved out by cunning promoters. Unlike Tyson Fury, who I don't think would be successful in any other era of boxing, contrary to what Timothy assumes. He hasn't been very successful in this era. He's been dropped 7 or 8 times by 5 different opponents, 3 of them considered blown-up cruiserweights, non-punchers. Cunningham was 210 pounds with a record of 30 wins with only 13 knockouts. Nevin Pajcek had a 17-win record with 5 knockouts. So it wouldn't bode well for Fury to be in any other era where the boxers were considered tougher, durable and dogged. Could you imagine him against Ken Norton, who's the same height as the cruiserweights who put him down, funny enough? Could you imagine his chances against Shavers, Holmes, Foreman? Come off it. Let's forget about him trying to out Muhammad Ali. How about Jerry Cooney? How about Spinks, Bo, Tommy Morrison, Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis? No. These men were too relentless, too ferocious, and too resilient. Fury's size would be his undoing. Fury would fight a puncher who can't box, but he wouldn't fight a boxer that could punch. Even Otto Wallin lasted the full 12 rounds after being knocked down, and he should have won that fight by TKO because of the cut he caused to Fury's eye. But due to preferential treatment, the fight was allowed to go on, and Fury still couldn't knock him out. In fact, Otto was stronger in the last round and nearly knocked Fury out. Another thing that Timothy Bradley said was that Usyk is basic.
Usyk, believe it or not, is basic. He's basic, people. Basic, fundamental boxing. He is a professional amateur boxer. Point fighting. He's fantastic at it. He ain't in there trying to hurt you. He trying to just beat you. That's it. The points, that's it. Landing the right shots in the right spot at the right times. He's excellent, but he's basic. And what I mean, basic 2 punches. He varies his attack very well. Body, head, straight, and occasionally looping. That's it. But a real right hook, an uppercut, bolo, none of that. He keeps it extremely basic and outpoint these guys.
I did a video not so long ago stating that if most boxers went back to their amateur style and tweaked and tailored it for the pro ranks and added some more conditioning, stamina, pacing, shrewdness and trickiness that comes with maturity, they'd be a lot more successful. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You see, Usyk's characteristics hasn't changed much from his amateur days because his style, skill, dexterity, artistry has always been exceptional, and he's added even more guile, savvy and finesse to his game. Basics, Tim says. Well, he has every punch in the book and can throw them going north, east, south and west, in all directions, on the move. He has unfathomable stamina, a rock-solid chin, blistering hand speed, incredible ring craft, deceptive feints, inescapable combinations with a 60% KO record, which is very, very respectable power. Basic, he says? The fundamentals are there for a reason. The fact that Usyk does the basics, the ABCs, the rudiments, the essentials of boxing extremely well is testament to why he is so outstanding, superior and distinguished in the sport. Stupid. I know that when Timmy said basic, he meant it disparagingly, but I think he was too obtuse to realise that it was really a compliment, commendation, an ovation to the sweet, sweet science of boxing. Could you imagine if someone told you 10 years ago there'd be a young man who'd achieve all these things Usyk has? It would be hard to quantify, to believe. You'd imagine and envision the representation of John Connor leading humanity in the resistance against Skynet. But no, this carton, parcel, package, this persona comes to us as a young boy from Simferopol, a city on the Crimean Peninsula, whose motivation was a simple sentence from his now departed father.
You can.
Sometimes our lead characters, heroes, champions, don't come in the image we concoct. But so what? This isn't Hollywood, this is real life. Give credit where it's due. What is it about nice, agreeable people that some people can't stand? If Usyk was a braggart, a peacocking egotist, a gasbag, telling us how great he is, I'm sure he wouldn't get so much disrespect and reluctance to acknowledge his deeds and efforts. He'd tell us himself. Yet, I've never heard Usyk refer to any of his achievements, accolades and laurels, and when prompted by interviewers, he modestly plays it down. There's not many boxers nowadays that wouldn't shout it from the rooftops and demand A-side status without exception and want the biggest slice of the pie perpetually. Could you imagine Fury with that achievement? They'd make him Prime Minister, which isn't saying much nowadays. Look, we need to honour people who embody a gracious, respectful attitude, especially those in the public eye, and stop enabling and giving ventilation, oxygen, to autocratic, conceited charlatans. Timothy Bradley has shown his jingoistic arrogance and just can't be taken seriously as a pundit. Anyway, thanks for listening. Please subscribe, if you like. But remember, choose life. Thank you.
On the button, George.
Okay.
Powder puff punch and a glass jaw. That's a great combination.